time to brew your best beer. Brought to you by Beer Greens Supply Company, BrewTubers Online Brewers Club, Brew UK, Panhead Brewery, Tanner Ritchie, Finney's Homebrew Emporium, Brig Selv, Hackney Brewery, Hashigo Sake, Mangrove Jacks, Sprig and Fern Tavern, Yakima Valley Hops.
Here we are again. We have another beer. So this one is SC167NZ, Benison's Brewhouse Oak Aged Imperial IPA, 8.5%, 70 IBUs. Quite cool. Nice label on it, and just sort of explains the brewing process that they went through, and just a little bit of information on how to serve beer. So got myself an appropriate glass. So yeah, let's bring it up on the computer to get this 167NZ. So it's not bottle conditioned, so we can enjoy every drop. Yay! So I've received the beer. Cool. Actually, I didn't look at the ingredients. Might just have a quick squiz at that. Five different hops. My goodness. 3 different malts. Wow. Okay. Bottle cap went to another place. I'll just put a little bit in to start with, just so I can swish it around a bit easier. But yep, finger of head. Dissipating pretty quickly though, but it's still there. Yeah, lovely and clear. Really nice sort of dark orange hue to it. Yep, head's still hanging around. Deserving of a 3 out of 3. For appearance, that is. Aroma out of 12. Swish, swish, swish. Ooh, wow. Yeah, interesting. I think I'm getting the oak. That's a tricky one. There's man, there's something else going on in there, like some sort of ester character or another flavour coming from the oak. I wonder if the oak was pre-loved with wine. I'm not sure. There's just another character sitting there with the oak, but I just can't quite put my nose on it. Not getting so much of the hops. There is kind of a slight sweet, slight fruitiness there, but it's kind of, yeah, it's right at the back. And there's almost like an alcoholic sort of feel to it. So what was it? 8.5. Okay, so to be expected, I suppose. Yeah, kind of almost a phenolic sort of aroma, but again, it's just a little bit. Interesting though. I'd say though for an Imperial IPA, I would be after I'll be after a lot more hopping. But it does seem to have a really Really good base to it. Yeah, and then we're getting a little bit more of that phenolic sort of alcohol with the oak sitting there as well. So, I know it's interesting. I haven't really had a lot of oak aged type beers. I think I've had the odd one, and there's always been just a hint of oak, and you know, not a lot else going on. So that's quite cool because there's a few other things going on there. But that phenolic sort of aroma is starting to hit me more and more now. I'm kind of getting stuck on that and trying to look through it, but it's really it is there. Don't know about that. Not sure. As I said, yeah, just kind of lacking the hops from what I can smell there. Maybe we'll pick up more of that in the flavour. Little phenolic slash maybe estery. There's just something going on there. So unfortunately, it's not going to get a perfect score. So yeah, let's have a look. What can we go with this? Out of 12. Yeah, I'm probably going to go a 6 out of 12 on that. I feel a little bit bad about that, but I'm just not quite feeling the Imperial IPA side of it. Plus, we're just getting a few funny little things going on the side there. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, we'll go 6 out of 12. Flavour out of 20. Cheers, guys. Oh man, that colour's nice. Interesting. Yeah, getting that dark crystal and almost a smokiness. Not quite like a peat smoked or Rauchmalz smoked kind of character, but kind of edging towards that. And I think maybe that's part of the oak. Not quite getting as much oak on the flavour as I was in the aroma. It's definitely a warming beer. I mean, I'm only a couple mouthfuls in. I'm already kind of feeling it, you know. It's wow. Great bitterness. What did they say? Was it 70 IBUs? 70, okay. And the bitterness is coming out over top a little bit, so that's nice. I like that in an IPA or an Imperial IPA. I do believe the bitterness should come out over top. Getting a little bit of the hops. It's yeah, I think it's just because it's such a mix of hops. You can't really pick out anything in particular, so it's kind of tricky to really lock into the different flavours of the hop profile of this beer, but they are there. I think it's good. I think the flavour is good. It's definitely better than the aroma. The aroma had a few funny things going on there, but the flavour really does bring it all back together, and just, yeah, it's a nice round flavour, you know. It's hard to explain, isn't it? But and it's tasty, you know. There's a good sweetness there from the malt as well, which I didn't mention before. Yeah, I still want more hops. Like each time I have a sip, I'm looking at the label Imperial IPA. I'm thinking, oh, hops, hops. Where are they? You know, they're just there, just. But then again, maybe one particular hop isn't sticking out as much as it could do. I do know from experience, what hops have we got in here? Pacific Jade should be fairly palatable. Nelson Sauvin, depending on how much is used. Depending on how much is used, Nelson Sauvin should be fairly palatable as well. Waiti, not so much. NZ Cascade, again, depending on how much you use. And Citra, yeah, I'd expect that to be fairly palatable as well. But yeah, maybe they're all just mixing up there just to create like a nice sort of background sweetness, who knows. Not picking up on any obvious faults with this beer. It's actually fairly clean once you've had it. And there is a slight aftertaste of the oak. So that's actually quite nice. I like that. I think that goes really well. So yeah, time to mark it. Out of 20. Jeez. So some of these are really hard to mark, you know. Yeah, it is really making up for that aroma with the flavour. I think the flavour is very good. And I would probably give it a 16 or maybe 17. Yeah, I'll come back to that. 16 or 17 out of 20. Mouthfeel out of 5. There's good body. The carbonation's really nice. The carbonation smooths it out, and yeah, I guess allows you to lock into more of the characters and flavors. Doesn't dry it out, you know what I mean? There is a little warmth from the alcohol. Not astringency really. I'm not really getting that. Yeah, I think the mouthfeel is generally pretty good. Probably say about 4 out of 5 on that one. Overall, out of 10. Just have a bit of a sip on this. Cheers. Yeah, I think for this one we'll probably go 7 out of 10. It's not perfect. It's not average. It's good. So I have to place it in there. But yeah, I'd say I'd probably have this again. But in saying that, you know, I wouldn't mind a little bit more hop presence, more something a little more in your face. While at the same time maybe the oak flavour can be more prominent as well. I don't know. It is there, but it's seems a little subdued. But you know, excellent base. The malts are great, and it's just it drinks pretty well. The alcohol's there, but you know you've got to expect that with 8.5. You know, it's almost 9% beer. So there you go. Anyway, cheers, enjoyable. Thank you. We'll catch you later.